I found these very
Thoughts,
interesting.
behaviors, and emotions
Wait,
that's
wait.
acquired
Let's
through
listen to this again.
redundant set of automatic, unconscious thoughts, behaviors, and emotions that's acquired through repetition. The habit is when you've done something so many times that your body now knows how to do it better than your mind. So if
Interesting.
you think about it, people wake up in the morning, they begin to think about their problems. Those problems are circuits, memories in the brain. Each one of those memories are connected to people and things at certain times and places. And if the brain is a record of the past, the moment they start their day, they're already thinking in the past. Each one of those memories has an emotion. Emotions are the end product of past experiences. So the moment they recall those memories of their problems, they all of a sudden feel unhappy, they feel sad, they feel pain. Now, how you think and how you feel creates your state of being. So the person's entire state of being when they start their day is in the past. So what does that mean? The familiar past will sooner or later be predictable future.
So, having said that, let me comment on that. Hi, Shoshana. There's Shoshana Le. Shoshana Le. Are you trying to walk away? Okay. So, um, I want to talk about what's happening to me personally and maybe to other people during the coronavirus. So, I was really curious. The other day, I was thinking, I'm like following a little bit the news. Um, Ever since a professor, an Israeli professor, opened my eyes that this is a virus with public relations, that the shutdown of the complete shutdown is completely unnecessary, and it's only because of social media that this virus has hit. I mean, I understand there are other factors like we don't want to overwhelm the hospitals because there's limited amount of equipment, but the problem for me is something that my mother experienced as a child, and that affected her. In Buddhism, we call it samasra. It's like a record has, you know, like the records people used to play, and they have different places. Those are the memories that you're stored, and you have scars, and those are scars that remain, and they come up and they're triggered. So when I sit on a park bench with a friend of mine, as I did today, and police comes out of the car and they're going to tell us not to sit on park benches. We're not allowed to see the ducks. We can't go to the ocean. It feels really very much like Nazi occupied Europe. And it really feels very fascist. And my friend also said it really feels like we are controlled by this very fascist regime. It's supposed to be for your own good, but look at the people that died. So let's go through the list in Israel. We have at the moment 126 people that died. It says it has caused death without differences of religion, race, or gender. Some of them are rabbis, some of them are grandfather and grandparents, and some of them are parents to little children. Sorry to say bullshit. Sorry. I really think you're wonderful people, all of you. A Holocaust survivor, 88, 67-year-old woman who had um, I don't know what her problem was. 87, 87, 76. Just look at the ages: 83, 91, 93, 76, 80. Not all of them have photos. 73, 94, 92, 84. Do the numbers: 91, 50. What was that? I don't know what her problem was, if she had background disease, or I think she did. I'm not sure. This one, dear lady had diabetes. Sorry, 49. My roommate in the US died at age 52 or 3 from diabetes as well, without corona, about 4 years ago. 90, 72, 98, 68, 74, 95, 66, 66, 72, 98, 97, 77, 77, 72, 90, 84. Do you get 77, 87, 90, 73, 70, 75, 76, 67, 88, 88, 97, 63, 86, 61, 84, 87, 77, 90, 91, 66, 95. Can you do the average? 72, 80, 95, 37, I don't know what the background was, but 37 is an exception. 95, 74, 93, 97, 75, 90, 96, 63, 75, 77, 85, 90, 67. Sorry, just looking at their ages. 90, 72. I'm trying to make a point. 75, 72, 82, 84, 90, 89, 86, 76, 86, 72. 87, 64, 78. Dear people, 82, 84, 89, 96, 79, 91, 53. That is, okay, she had 9 children. I think just having 9 children is not, makes your body maybe a little bit weaker. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. An exception, as I said. Again, may they all rest in peace. 63, 90, 79, this rabbi, 90, 78, 96. I see mostly Jewish. Sorry to say, but I don't see that it's mixed. 81, 80, 41, 80 with the background of a disease, yeah. 85, 91, 77, 86, 81, 82, 71, 90, 78, 82. Do you see what I'm saying? That it's really sad, but I want to let me go to I just want to say that you see the people are elderly, and I want to say something else. People don't have work. We have 1 million unemployed people, at least. I think it's a quarter actually of the working staff is currently not working. Children are not going to schools. Special needs children do not have schools. People that are suffering from, I'm just looking for a different background. People that are suffering from mental distress are getting more mental distress. Luckily, I think like I'm the kind of person that gets stronger. It's like I'm so used to so many challenges in my life that as much as I feel really scared, I'm not going to have a breakdown. And I also have people that depend on me, animals that depend on me. However, so I can't do anything with this stress. I can't just collapse. But it's really distressful for me not being able to work, not being able to. I don't have a stable financial situation, and I really feel sorry for all the people that are dead. But you shut down all the workplaces that people that don't work in computers or through jobs. I know there's a lawyer here who works from home. Not everybody can work from home. I worked in education. I can't work from home. I can maybe do that, but I don't know. How am I going to recruit online pupils at this point? Because I work by according to hours. I don't really have a possibility of teaching on a regular basis through the internet. I can initiate, but I really don't have the computer skills. I'm more an artistic person. Um, yeah, maybe I'll need to reach out to a computer person and start my own business. Maybe it's time to initiate. Um, I've been on the receiving end. I have to mention Shivananda Yoga's wonderful yoga lessons. I've been trying to heal myself. Financially, it's a disaster. And all these people, if you calculate these 126 people, there are like let me see, 5 people under 50, 5 from 126. And a lot of people don't have work. A lot of people don't have money coming in. And Israel is not the kind of country that helps people financially, at least not a person like me who doesn't have like a disability, or I'm not at the age of retirement. So I've got absolute nothing to fall back on financially. Every day that I don't work is a disaster for me, and you shut down everything. And it's really scary when you go out and there's nothing open. You can't even, a lot of people, like I met a friend of mine, we used to meet at a coffee shop. There are a lot of people that live alone. And for them, it's really important the coffee shops. It's really important the shops. And going shopping is really stressful. I had to stand in a long line, keep distance. My son didn't have a mask. He couldn't come with me. It just takes you 5 times as much time to shop. And granted, I could have shopped online. I don't know how to do that actually. And I'm trying to say something really important. I think this is unnecessary because, at least in Israel, the people that died were very, very old. I have two maternal grandparents, like a grandma and grandfather that died 82, 83, and that's the average age, more or less, when people die, early 80s. The majority of people who passed away were way beyond 80. When a 98-year-old person dies and you shut down the entire country, make it impossible for people to work, I'm sorry, but it's not a disease, it's a disgrace because you're ruining people's ability to work and their livelihood. Wouldn't it be easier to shut down the elderly people who anyway do not work anymore and just protect them in a beautiful environment? I mean, I understand shutting down borders, but why shut down our workplaces? And I know I'm a special case because I don't work for a company. I work for myself, and as far as I worked in different schools. And right now, I really don't know which paperwork to file to get support. And I know my chances of getting support as someone who didn't have a regular workplace is really like nothing. I'm really stressed out. And the only thing that helps me is yoga and having a background of having to deal with a lot of issues before. So I'm always thinking if I didn't collapse from X and I didn't collapse from Y, I'm not going to collapse from Z. And yet I'm very, very angry and frustrated. And I feel very much alone because I don't really have ability to communicate to other people who might feel the same. If you feel the same, if you feel that this coronavirus is causing more problems for people financially that need to make a living. We don't live in paradise. We don't have money coming out from the sky. And some of us have, I don't know, I think I'm not the worst case. There are people that have families to support, young children, and they just don't make enough money because the workplaces have been minimalized, closed, and we just have to do something about it, that we can speak about how in the world are we supposed to feel all bright and cheerful about it. Like I watch all these shows from the US, all these celebrities and their huge homes and the huge villas, and and even here, I mean, I don't want to really listen to them. I mean, look at this woman. It's like Mel Robbins. At first, I think, oh, Mel Robbins, you're so amazing.
I need 7 to 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, so do
That's
I.
a lie, not true.
But
So that's
I want to say something about American coaches. First of all, let's. Oh, oh, you're married. You have a husband supporting you.
All right. How are you? I'm Elle Robbins. Welcome. This is my weekday live stream. So if you're in Los Angeles,
Look
or
how
on the
many
West
books.
Coast, you're having
Me,
a cup
me,
of
me, me,
coffee.
me, me,
Good
me,
morning to
me.
you. Here on the East Coast, it's lunchtime.
She's like, I'm here to support you. I'm here to support you. What is her? Did she study psychology, social work, anything, philosophy? She's a lawyer by training, and she has so many books. How to save, 5 rules. She's trying to give like instant solutions. She lives in a huge villa, and all she says is, "Oh, I eat so much. Oh, I eat so much. My daughter has an eating disorder, and it's really hard for her to focus on college." You know, these
My
spoiled
friends
Americans.
overseas in London, I know it's around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. For our fans in India,
Her voice is like,
I am ready to take your question.
I am ready to. I asked her a question. She didn't answer it. I asked her about the financial things. She doesn't care about finance. She makes money. She's going to continue to make money. There's so many people that are making money, a profit from this situation.
Peter, who is losing his motivation over in Ireland. So let's see what he has to say right now.
Let's hear.
Hello there, Mel, team, and the phenomenal community. I'll stay connected. My name is Peter, and I'm dialing in from the Republic of Ireland. And I've got this question based on today's live stream topic, positivity. I'm a fitness coach, and I feel like I've been inspiring, motivating, teaching how to deal with different obstacles, my clients, my family. But on most days, especially now, I am feeling I'm losing the ground under my own feet, and I'm struggling with finding that constant flow of positivity. So my question is, how can I find that balance within my own? So thanks very much
I love that accent.
for everything you do. Stay blessed, stay well. Thank you again.
How you can do it is by promoting your business. Sell, sell, sell. Mail, mail, mail. Mail and sell actually rhymes. I used to like her.
So there are a couple things
until I
about the
picked up-
question. First of all, Peter, thank you so much for sending your question all the way from Ireland.
Why would you ask her? She studied law. She has a husband that clearly, if she's financially so stable, she has a huge home, and she's able to, if you can send your kids to college in America, you've got to have a lot of financial possibility. Speaking as a person who studied in America, it's so expensive. Higher education, everything is so expensive in America.
And you said a couple things that jumped out at you. You are losing the ground underneath you, and you are seeking advice about how to stay motivated consistently. So here's what I want to do.
What she does is she repeats whatever you say. She's like, it's also a method of therapy. She tells you, she repeats what you're going to say. That way she actually makes you feel like she's listening to you. It helps her focus.
Put this in the language that you as a fitness coach will certainly appreciate, but you watching, this is for you too. You're training for this moment. And Peter in particular, somebody who has been motivating people, who has been training people to be physically fit. You have been training for this moment your entire life. And you got to view this moment like a test. And what is the test testing? It's testing who you are. That's part of the race right now, how you show up for it, right?
I think she's good. She's got a strong mind. I have to say, I don't completely dislike her, but
it's not a matter of how you finish it. It's how you show up for it and what you do while you're running it, the kind of racer that you are. And look, I get it. This is a very difficult race that we're all running because we don't know where the finish line is. And it is very...
So let's use this hysteria. Peter, I have something to tell you. This virus doesn't kill as many people as you think. It is not as deadly. It's all this stupid, unnecessary government shutdowns. So the minute you realize you're not really in danger and the probability of you dying from this virus or your loved one, unless they're over 90, is very small. It's a hysteria fabricated by the people that want this to go on.
Very hard to stay motivated, which is the advice that you're seeking, Peter.
She has so much testosterone, I just can't take it, She has no soft edges.
You don't even know when this damn thing is ending. This is the part of the race.
So what does she do? She repeats what your problem is, and then she takes your fear, you're really anxious, and she inflates it. You're right. She explains it. Okay, we don't know. But if we know that it's a bit of a bullshit plot, that people have shut down the economy and made things so much more difficult when this virus actually hits people that have health problems and are elderly, then maybe we can wake up to the fact that the probability of us dying from it is really small. Like you can win a lottery probably better. You have more chances of winning the lottery than getting the virus, you or your loved ones getting the virus. And B, they're going to find some other virus. So you just got to be really strong and not listen to bullshit.
Run 4 marathons. Don't everybody gasp. I mean, it was nothing to brag about. I mean, I finished them, which is.
I'm not surprised you run a marathons. I think you can step on the necks of people. You're a go-getter, A-type. I got it. But why do people with issues come to you like you're some kind of a guru? You're hardcore. You're full of testosterone. You're go. You're like a Duracell bunny, and not everybody's like that. Some people need time to meditate, to relax.
Something to brag about, but it's not like I won the damn thing. But
look, it's all about her. I don't understand why people actually turn to someone who always talks about themselves.
In time when you're running a race.
So let's continue.
This is handing you a moment where you get to become an even stronger and more capable version of yourself.
Or the truth is this is going to kill you economically and financially, and you're going to find yourself in a difficult situation. And you have to just really figure out how to get out of it. And you realize you're not alone. That's what I would say.
Now, does that mean that you're going to be motivated all day long, every single day that you wake up? No. But it means you've got to have the mental fitness right now to continue to get up.
If you don't have financial means and you're hungry, you're not going to have mental. So first of all, make sure you eat well and the exercise as well. And you're in a great country. You don't have a lot of coronavirus in Ireland. Look at statistics, the numbers. Look at how many people die, what ages. And in Ireland, the situation is really good. If you live in the US in a city, inner city, and have no money, then you do have to worry about something. But people like Mel, who lives in a huge villa in, what is it, New England, Connecticut, someplace in the suburbs, you don't have nothing to worry about.
To show up and to Mel Robbins than I've been the last couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks, I have been losing the race. I've been going up and down. I've been doing
my best to stay positive.
But I am now back in the race. I
am back in the race. Me. How does she get people to come to her with questions when it's all about her? She has like zero. She doesn't see anybody. Look, who keeps pictures of themselves? I mean, her kids must be like, my mom is a narcissist. They're going to write a book. My mom is a narcissist. I can just see 20 years from now, the books are not going to be this, but my mom was a narcissistic personality disorder.
No. It was because I was not taking the time in the morning to give myself the mental prep and training and the physical prep and training so that I could make this day, today, April 14th, with everything that I got.
I don't know how anybody could stand to be around her. She's like, so I'm working on myself on this. What about having a weak moment and saying, you know what? I'm feeling really down now. I'm going to pamper myself. I'm going to get a big tub of Ben and Jerry's, stuff myself, and the hell with everything else. What about being weak sometimes? It's okay to be weak, Mel. You don't always have to be Ivy League law school graduate.
And you feel yourself losing motivation and losing ground. We are done mourning this situation. We are done feeling sad about this situation. How about we give ourselves a collective bitch slap? We dig a little bit deeper and we show up for this situation.
The problem with people like Mel is that she thinks she's qualified to give people advice when she doesn't know the background. What if he has depression? What if he has clinical depression? What if his best friend just died? What if? People give her like two things. I'm from Ireland and I'm a fitness training. She doesn't know anything about him. And yet she thinks she's qualified to give advice. Just like Dr. Phil, this quick fix it. Even if you know every single detail of a person's life, if you're not qualified, if you haven't been trained as a mental health counselor, how in the world are you going to help? So she did this life coach courses that are like McDonald's. They're like McDonald's. Like, you know, the difference between a qualified mental health counselor and a person like a life coach. A life coach can be good when they have like these really qualities of humility, or they follow a spiritual path. But her spiritual path is money, Mel.
What else?
Reminds me of a guy that went to school with me.
Feel sorry for yourself, lick your wounds. It's so much better when you decide to dig deep and you decide to show up. That's what.
Yeah, because you're testosterone, but not everybody's the same. People are very different, and some people really are not like you. Not everybody's like, go get it, let's run 4 marathons. It's just like this guy I went to school with, and he looks at me like, were we once friends? He's like this big lawyer, successful lawyer, has a huge house, and people are different. We're not all the same, and you don't know anything about this guy. So why don't you be humble and just not talk about yourself for how many minutes was it? How many minutes did I tape? This woman is speaking 14 minutes. Out of them, 10 were her, 4 were about, I don't know, it's so difficult, it's so hard. And none of them were about him personally.
Going to do. Some days it's going to be harder than others, but that's the whole point of getting stronger. Reminding yourself that you are capable of so much more. And all of the emotions that you're feeling and all of the excuses that you're feeling, it's all normal. But it's a choice as to whether or not you listen to them.
No, because some people have a problem. Some people have triggers. Some people have mental conditions, and some people need help. Some people might need medication, and not from Mel. Some people might. Everybody's different, and everybody has a unique situation. We all have the stress, but it depends. Some people have a financial, more of a financial how can I say support. Some people have families who support them and friends. Some people don't have that. So for people who don't have support, of course it's going to be more difficult. On the other hand, a lot of people are used to solitary lives and they don't care that they now live in a solitary life. So actually there is an advantage to not having had support, in my opinion.
So, Peter, keep me posted on how you're doing. And for you watching this, I hope that this gives you the kick in the ass that you need to shake that negativity
Oh
loose.
God, I can't stand this woman. I can't stand her. I just can't stand her. And I want to show you what I find is let me see. See, I have subscriptions and I have various life coaches that I found in the past. I don't think I've ever subscribed to her. And there's a woman. So I have physical, I've got all kinds. I have a Rabbi Manny Friedman, who I find nice. I have cat videos. And from all these people, there's a woman that I want to show you that is so much different. That she speaks in a quiet voice. I don't know if we don't do this time, I'll do it another time. I've been realizing that I need quiet people. I also talk loud. I need people who talk very quietly. I don't need people who talk about themselves, but I need people who speak from the heart. And I found this woman. Let me see, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? I keep forgetting what her thing is. Do not listen to gossip, by the way. It's really, after a while, the royal family, it's not a good distraction. It's not healthy. Um, Most of the people talk about themselves, especially America. You see this wonderful, she's a wonderful doctor, Dr. Ramani, but it's always, everything is going to be um, about narcissism. Now it's domestic violence, and it's really difficult because everything is narcissistic. She has one, it's really hard when everybody's narcissistic because not everybody is narcissistic. There are a lot of very similar conditions. And so I'm trying to think what has really helped me. And I realized that I have too many people that I subscribe to. I like some comedy. I am going to take this person. I'm going to get rid of all the gossip. Get rid of all the gossip. Get rid of a lot of things. Choir is really good because it's singing. Singing works for me. Mantra works for me. Yoga works for me. I don't know if it will work for you. And let me see my Hebrew one. There's the woman. I wanted to show you. She's exactly the opposite of this Mel because she talks quietly and she's a soft person and I like soft people. I don't like testosterone because I have enough of my own. And I realize that we're not feeling happy, sometimes you need a very, 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 very calm kind of I can't find her now. It's so weird how when you need it, you don't find it. A lot of cooking shows which afterwards I do not look at. Jay Shetty is wonderful because he's also quite ambitious, but I love him. I love Jay. Okay, let me show you Jay for the end. For the ending, he has a beautiful accent. He's a gorgeous guy, and he has all these meditations. He has live meditations. Did he finish them? Um, Here he is. Listen to him. Just listen to the difference. He's a man, obviously testosterone, but listen to him for, I don't know how long I can do this. It's really slow, but
Hey, you have come here to watch a Jay Shetty video. That's because Jay is awesome.
he is awesome. I love him. Jay Shetty is like my favorite, one of my favorite.
Hey everyone, welcome
Look at
back
his
to
face.
On Purpose, the number one health podcast in the world. Thanks to each and every single one of you who
He's
come
driven,
back every
obviously.
week to listen, learn, and grow. I'm genuinely so grateful for the amazing and incredible audience that you are. And you know that my genuine
It's
heart
never about him. It's never going to be about him.
job is to try and find you guests that I believe are going to help you learn and listen and grow and help you actually live the life that is full of potential, full of joy, and full of happiness. And today's guest is definitely not going to disappoint. I'm actually personally very excited about this conversation because I think not only are we going to love this conversation, I'm going to be really surprised by a lot of the stuff that comes out of it. I'm excited for that
So his
element of
energy,
surprise and delight that I'm expecting from this. No pressure, of course. But as you know, today's guest is an incredible husband, father, CEO, entrepreneur, and his
okay, it's also very driven and blah, blah, blah. I mean, this guy lives,
Anxiety, a big thing. Everyone's dealing with anxiety today. And some negative coping mechanisms, a handful of things. And so she went on this pursuit of how can I, through self-education, through books, podcasts, personal development conferences, learn why I suffer, and in understanding my suffering, stop. And to me, I was like, well, that's hocus pocus. That's snake oil. That's crazy. And if you go into these environments and accept their Kool-Aid, well, I just think that you're being scammed. And so I
very good.
clinging to some of the ways I was raised, some of the tropes about masculinity as a person that was raised inside of a church community. The idea that you could learn from someone who wasn't holding a Bible in some ways was sacrilegious. And so I just, for a host of reasons, was skeptical. And as she dove in and really started emerging into this woman that she's become, whole, just on fire for life, full of passion, motivation burning inside of her, I was stuck. I was like in this stuck place. And there was a distance growing between us that finally created enough leverage for me to toe dip some of the things that I was skeptical about.
well, I love that. And I love hearing especially when someone in your life goes in deep. Like that can be really, really tough. It was like that for my mom, actually, because my father got really into spirituality when I was about 10. And he just took a massive deep dive into spiritual search. He was like going to every religious conference and all of these different backgrounds in personal development and self-growth. And for my mom and me as a 10-year-old kid, it was a